We're having an identity crisis. If you haven't noticed, over the past, I don't know, 3 months or so, we've changed our name a couple times. But today is the day that it's set for good. Hello and welcome to IT Bible. So I wanted to change from the last name that I set because I felt like we were isolating people. Not necessarily, I don't know how to really put it. I didn't want to be limited to just uh, managed service providers. I wanted to be open to the person running their home lab at home, or someone just learning or wanting to get into IT for the first time, or even just just I say just even a sysadmin at an enterprise or small business or anything really. I mean, the whole point of this community that I want to grow is um, to become, you know, to help each other and to learn from each other. Um, sorry for the so I don't know if you noticed the background here, which don't notice my background that you don't see is really a mess. But what you do see is you're actually watching H top from one of my or from um our Matrix server, and it's obviously not very loaded down right now, but it's available for use if you want to use it. You can just go to, what did I change it to? It's chat.itbible.net. So the way I've structured it is the website and the forums are all itbible.org, and then everything else will be on itbible.net. So that way, when I eventually plan to have a Kubernetes cluster spun up that we can, that maybe I can set it up so we can lease time on it or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really thought that part through. Um, but then I do plan on. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas floating around in my head. I just haven't got them got them thought out enough to talk about them. Um, but this is more of a just intro video. Not really even an intro. It's just a video to talk about what what I've changed today, basically, because I made all the changes this morning before I started recording this. Some of the stuff that I want to do with IT Bible now, it's hard for me to type it, so I'm sure it's gonna be hard for me to say it too. Is I want to grow. I want the community to grow. I don't necessarily want me to grow. I mean, if that happens, great. If not, whatever. I just want a community that enjoys technology, enjoys helping each other, and enjoys continuously learning. Because I mean, that's what IT is. It's continuous learning for the whole. I mean, I learn new stuff every day, whether it's learning how to do something new in Office 365, or learning how to do something on a new Linux server that I spun up last night for whatever, because I had some idea in my head. The whole I think learning is a major part in IT. And I think there are some people out there that are like, okay, I'm in IT, I'm done, I'm not gonna learn anymore. But the fact of the matter is, IT is always changing, so you always have to learn. If you don't continue to learn, you're not gonna grow, and you're not gonna be able to keep up to date with the new technology coming out. I mean, think about what 7 years ago we were transitioning from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and now we're transitioning from Windows 10 to 11. So there's a whole new learning curve, or a whole new set of stuff you have to learn. Even though the back end might be almost the same as Windows 10 with some fixes or whatever, it's still you still have to convey how to do something to a user who is not tech who is not technology savvy, or who's not savvy with technology. And you need to teach them how to do something, whether it be open Outlook or get into a website or whatever. There's always a learning curve that you need. It's not the right word. There's always stuff that you have to learn, even if it's not for yourself. You have to learn it to convey it to others. And I think that's where IT people, not all IT people, but some IT people will not want to put forth that little bit of extra effort. Um, and it's kind of sad, because there are some good techs out there. I've worked with some good techs that just don't have the motivation. They have the brain power. They just don't have the motivation to actually keep learning and to excel at their job. Instead, they want to sit there and do nothing. And I mean, that can be a deal killer in IT. However, if you did like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Doesn't matter. Um, Go ahead and subscribe, and join us over on the forums or in our Matrix server. Um, it's kind of the place I'm at 24/7, and it's easier for me to do stuff on those two sites rather than anything in YouTube comments or anything like that.